Last summer, when I was 27, my friend Kyle decided to take us out on his boat. Kyle has a 27-foot center console boat, and during the summer, he's always the go-to guy for boat days since none of our other friends own a boat. His boat is pretty advanced, equipped with a radar system that can detect land masses, shallow waters, and even other boats. It's a comforting feature, especially because we sometimes stay out on the water past dark. His boat can comfortably fit about 8 people, so it's perfect for small group outings. This particular outing happened in mid-July on a hot summer day. Kyle had invited 5 of us to join him for a day of cruising, drinking, and hanging out on the bay. We started off the afternoon just relaxing on the water, enjoying the sunshine, and sipping on spiked seltzers from a cooler Kyle had packed. After a few hours, we decided to dock at a waterfront bar and restaurant to grab a bite to eat and unwind. We spent several hours there, eating, drinking, and laughing. It was one of those perfect summer evenings where everything felt relaxed and easygoing. Later, as the sun set, we loaded back onto the boat. Since it was a Friday night, we weren't ready to call it a night just yet. Kyle, who doesn't really drink, took the wheel and steered us back into the lagoon, where we cruised slowly, music blasting from the speakers. The atmosphere was lively and fun, the kind of carefree night you dream about during the colder months. As we drifted along, we passed by a lighthouse on the barrier island. It sparked a conversation among us about how eerie and liminal lighthouses seem at night, their towering silhouettes cutting through the darkness. There's something almost otherworldly about them. Kyle eventually cut the engine, and we floated in place for a while. The music played softly in the background as we talked and took in the quiet beauty of the night. I found myself fixated on the lighthouse, drawn to its haunting presence. I kept glancing at it over and over, unable to shake the feeling that it was holding some kind of secret. Then I heard something that broke my trance, a distant scream. At first, I thought I was imagining it, but I called out to the others, saying, "Yo, cut the music." It took a few seconds for whoever was on aux to pause the music, and once the sound of the boat quieted down, I told everyone I'd heard a scream. We all listened intently, and sure enough, there it was again, a woman's scream, faint but unmistakable. We were floating near a small island situated between the mainland and the barrier island, and it became clear that the screams were coming from there. There was no way the sound was traveling from the mainland or the barrier island. It had to be the little island nearby. My friends and I exchanged uneasy glances, the tension palpable. We yelled out, asking if someone was there, and to our shock, a woman's voice screamed back, "Help!" Her voice was desperate, trembling with fear. We called out again, asking where she was, and her response sent chills down our spines. "I'm being followed," she screamed. Communicating was difficult because of the distance and the way sound carried over the water, but her words were clear enough to leave us all rattled. Without hesitation, Kyle started the boat's engine and steered us toward the island. He anchored the boat close to the shore, and all 6 of us grabbed flashlights and climbed off to search for the woman. The island wasn't very large, so we figured it wouldn't take long to find her. We fanned out, calling for her, our voices cutting through the otherwise silent night. What made the situation even more alarming was her claim that she was being followed. That detail made everything feel more urgent, and we moved quickly, shining our flashlights into every shadowy corner of the island. Despite our best efforts, we couldn't find her. Then suddenly, from the opposite side of the island, we heard the most blood-curdling scream yet. It was raw, terrified, and partially muffled, as if she was being restrained. My friends and I yelled to each other, urging everyone to regroup on that side of the island. I ran as fast as I could, ignoring the painful brush that tore at my bare feet. By the time I got there, my feet were bleeding, but I didn't care. I just wanted to find her. When I reached the other side, I found Kyle and Jake already there. They said they'd just heard the sound of a boat engine starting and saw a fresh wake in the water. Someone had been there, but they were gone now. It was too dark to see much farther into the bay, but the boat had clearly sped away. The realization hit us all at once. Whoever had been chasing her had likely taken her. I called 911 immediately, reporting what we had heard and seen. Within a short time, a Bay Patrol boat arrived to meet us at Kyle's anchored boat. We frantically explained the situation to the officers, who seemed as alarmed as we were. They radioed other patrols in the area, initiating what we hoped would be a successful search for the mysterious boat. Unfortunately, we never heard any follow-up. The boat was never found, at least as far as we knew, because there was no news coverage about it afterward. There were no reports of a missing woman in the area either. We were left with more questions than answers. Was it an attempted kidnapping? Had we stumbled upon a crime in progress? Or was it all some kind of elaborate, twisted prank? We'll likely never know. That night, we were too shaken to continue boating. Kyle brought us back to the marina, and we ended up sitting in his backyard, talking about the events over and over, trying to make sense of them. Even now, whenever we talk about it, we're haunted by what happened, or what could have happened. That scream and the desperate plea for help still echo in my mind, a chilling reminder of how close we came to something truly horrifying.